Hey, Puss in Boots. Hey, Pepper. I didn't even go anywhere. See, this is what happens when you disagree with Tiffany Marie. We had a private conversation. She threatened me to take my live down from earlier. I told her threats mean shit to me. And then she's got to go live and play my shit because I guess she's low on content. I mean, she's done drug the shit out of AWP. All because I disagree with her stance on this. I know she, right. She threatened me. You better take that down. I started laughing. She ended up leaving the chat. See, this is what happens when you disagree with Tiffany Marie. Now, she'll tell you her chat is open. That's what I said, or what? And yes, I did tell her to please keep her, because she was sending me voice text. And they were long winded. And I was like, can you please keep them 10 words or less? I don't need, yeah, she is throwing a tantrum. Typical Tiffany Marie. Because someone stepped on her itty bitty toes. Because Tiffany Marie is the only one allowed to have an opinion on this platform. Hello, Mallory. Hello, Zero. Jennifer, Zero, Margie's Pugs. Thank you. Tiffany Marie is the only one who is allowed to have an opinion on this platform. And if you disagree with her, although she says she has an open chat, she literally just told her chat, if Tracy comes in, don't block her. Now, what on God's green earth would make her think that I'm going to go in there? Hey, Huck, Sunnyside, Margie, we just had this blowout in private. And she rage quit the blowout. She rage quit the conversation, not me. I'm still in there. She's the one that said, well, how about this? And she left the conversation. Not me. I didn't rage quit. But because I don't agree with her stance on the group, uh, now my brain just went blank. You know who I'm talking about. The guys that found Kylie. Uh, Adventures with Purpose. Because I don't agree with her stance on it. Now, she doesn't agree that they had any right to put that video behind a paywall. But yet, one of her people went over, paid $5 or whatever the cost. Yeah, she says she welcomes different opinions, but as soon as you give one, get them out of here. Get them out of here. I don't need to hear that. I'm not in the mood. She's never in the mood. But one of her people went over there, paid $5 to get the video. They couldn't wait 2 more days. Now less than 24 hours. Exactly. I agree. And I said that. If anyone is making money off of missing children, Missing people. You have no right to call somebody else out for making money, especially when these guys actually went out and found them. Hey, Nunya. That was my whole point. And obviously, Tiffany thinks it's okay for somebody to go over and steal their work and bring it back to her Discord, her paid member Discord, and show it. And then she said, Tracy, of all people, knows that I did not monetize for the first, hey, Don Marie, Hurricane, for the first 7 months. Hey, real world, of summer missing. Okay, I'll give you that, Tiffany Marie. Never said you did. But you want Adventures with a Purpose to show how much money they've made off of finding Kylie, solving the case. Right, she had a strike against her. But you're not willing to show what you've made since you monetized your channel. Hey, Carla. Hey, Morel. Jonathan. Hey, Johnny. Show what you've made off of Summer Wells since you've monetized your channel, Tiffany Marie. You wouldn't even show the back of a check that you allegedly wrote to the Summer Wells Fund. You showed the front where you wrote it out. But you wouldn't show the back where the bank stamped it and it cleared your account. Exactly. Drama, drama, drama. Oh no, they found a missing girl. The horror. Maybe they should get on here and bitch fight instead. Yes. Yes. Right. Exactly. She just got a $50 super chat earlier, dragging the people who actually found Kylie. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Somebody, please. So then she messages me and basically says, how dare I call her out in Laura's chat? I did not call her out in Laura's chat. Exactly, Rel. That's exactly my point. Shouldn't we appreciate people who actually go out and find missing people? Why can't they make money? Everybody else on here does. Now she says, I'm looking for a fight. No, Tiff, you're looking for a fight. And you're looking for a fight with Adventures with a Purpose. And guess what? They're not going to give you, Tiffany. They're not going to give you a fight because they're way up here and you're way down there. See, They go out and they actually find missing people. They don't sit on a panel and throw out whataboutisms. Thank you, Mag. Exactly. So I don't agree with Tiffany's stance on this. So I go into her chat, and first I ask if I can ask a question. I get totally ignored. So I give her the benefit of the doubt. She's not reading her chat. So then I asked for a link so I could. Exactly. She's not going to get their attention. She's nothing to them. Nothing. And I pray to God she never needs their services. Yes, Rel, they're out in the trenches putting in the work. They're not sitting on a panel throwing out conspiracy theories. But she's mad because they made money on this. Money that keeps them going. Money that buys them more equipment, that pays their payroll. These guys travel across the country at the request of families. Hey, Lab. Apparently, I am, because I had a disagreement with Tiffany Marie, and that seems to be a no no on here. She said you're mad because she has been friendly with Savage. What? Really, Tiffany? Because you're the one that messaged me and said, "Oh, I didn't know Savage doxed your son." Why have you sucked up to Savage lately, Tiffany? No, they don't charge the families. But she's like, I've never put anything behind a paywall when it comes to summer. No, but you sure rake in those super chats, don't you? So all I can tell you is if you go into Tiffany Marie's chat and you have a difference of opinion, Rel says he loves Savage. Well, and you have a difference of opinion with Tiffany Marie, then this is what you get. This is what you get. You get a little hissy fit. She literally rage quit our discussion. She left the group chat. Yeah, you can love her, Ralph. Everybody needs love. Even men who spend their hard earned money and time to go into murky waters and look for people's loved ones. Not just because they wake up and say, hey, I'm going to go check this body of water. No, they actually get contacted by the family who needs closure. It's ridiculous that anybody is dragging these men for what they have done. They found Kylie. The nerve. Yeah, isn't that what she isn't that what she titled her live? The nerve. Let's drag the men that found Kylie. Because without them, Kylie, God bless her soul, would still be lost in a watery grave. Her family would still be standing around with no answers as to where their daughter is. But let's drag them because they made money by putting it behind a paywall for a couple days. You think so, Sunnyside? Because God knows nobody on here makes a buck off missing people. 24 missing persons returned to their loved ones. They did not put the video out on her birthday. That is a lie. They had their daughter home for her birthday. Could you imagine what today would be like if she hadn't have been found yet? It's got to be excruciating anyways. But imagine spending her birthday at that lake wondering where she is, at that campground, wondering who was the last one to talk to her, what happened. Yeah, well, they started as a group of guys that started diving to clean up waterways. And then they started finding these old cars and guns and things, which were leading back to crimes. Hey, Pixie Dust. But I couldn't believe when I heard her. Now, this is the second day in a row that she has drugged this group of men for bringing this young girl home. Now, she can say, well, it's distasteful to put it behind a paywall. They have the right to support their channel and their actual work, just as anybody else on here has the right. So, like I said, Tiff, I know they almost do have your initials. Just like I said, Tiff, put up what you've made since you monetized. Since you've been talking about Summer Wells, put up how much you've made because you want them to put up what they've made. Now, don't think for 1 minute they're going to do that. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to bow to you, Tiffany. You're nobody to them. And Tiffany says, well, I'm just looking out for the family. Would it have been better, Tiffany? Would it have been better? As a matter of fact, I just went to their page earlier. They found a man that had been gone for 22 years. And there's a woman right there in their comments that says, thank you so much for bringing Pops home. This woman was grateful that this crew was able to find their loved one at the bottom of murky waters. Put on your suit. Get on your wetsuit, Tiff. Get your tank ready. No, the family couldn't possibly be unhappy with them. They found their daughter. Go sub up to their channel, Rel. Adventures with Purpose. And you will see some incredible stories on there. And they video all of them. And every one of their videos goes to their members first. Before they release it to the public. I watched Dateline recently, and a daughter found her mother 30 years later with the help of Adventures with a Purpose. There are actually retired homicide detectives on their page in their comments thanking them for the amazing work they do. But Tiffany Marie of YouTube has a problem with it. So stop the world. Everybody jump off. Now, I live in a river town, okay? And anytime you live in a river town, you can expect every once in a while for it to come across the bottom of your screen that there is a recovery in progress. Well, I don't have the right to tell them they can't panel hop. They can do whatever they want. But when the news comes across, when you watch your 4 o'clock, your 5 o'clock news, and you hear there's a recovery in progress, what do you do? Do you hurry up and turn your TV off because you don't want to watch such a sight? No. You want to see someone recovered. Thank you, Pepper, for dropping their link and Rel's link and anybody else's link that might need dropped. I'm actually grateful that I'm having this little battle with Tiffany because it's actually taken my mind off of some real life bullshit I'm going through. Yes, if you find a child that local law enforcement has already searched for and did not find, then you are a hero. But let's go ahead and treat them like garbage because They make money off what they do. I'm sorry. Can anybody tell me if a detective works for free? Does do the police work for free? I know almost for free. They're got a rough job with hardly any funding. Support your local police, please. But do any of them work for free? Do those divers that the police send down when they're out looking for somebody, do they work for free? There is no price tag that you can put on your child being found, your loved one being found. You cannot put a price tag on it. And God bless Quinny. Quinny has lost a child. And if anybody has the right to speak up on this, she does. And she has clearly stated that she would have no problem. Do you not watch their videos? They put up tarps. Uh, yes, prayers for Quinny. They put up tarps to keep it as discreet as they can. Now, there was a can of Truly found in her car, but yet, for the last 2 weeks, hasn't everybody been speculating that she was drinking? But because they showed a can of Truly in the car, that was irresponsible. I agree, go fugly stick. I'm not upset with Tiffany. Tiffany is the one that rage quit on our conversation because I don't agree with her. I don't agree with dragging for 2 days now a group of men that drove across the country pulling their own equipment that's been paid for by donations and whatever else. Some of this stuff came out of their own pocket. They started as a little group of dudes diving to clean up waterways. And the speculation of, oh well, her family is her family is upset with them. No, I don't think so. Do you all know that on October 1st, I believe, the Gabby Petito movie comes out on Lifetime? Is Tiffany going to have a total fucking meltdown over that? Are you going to write to Netflix or Lifetime or whoever and say, shame on you for making money on Gabby Petito? Exactly, Hurricane Donna. And I was willing to drop it after my first live. I did ask Tiffany why she put it behind her paywall in her Discord yesterday, and she said she wasn't around to do it, that she was out with her son, that it was one of, oh, she said it was one of my friends that did it. That was her attempt to throw somebody I know under the bus. Didn't even bother to ask. EquiSearch, another fine organization. Have we not donated to them? But I told Tiffany, so it's okay for you to show it in your paid Discord. Hold on. It's okay for you, Tiffany, to have someone show it in your paid Discord to your members. But it's not okay for the people who actually went out and did the work. Got it. I totally agree, Coffee Chat. And you know what? I'm not going back and forth with you, Tiffany. And Adventures with a Purpose don't even know who the hell you are because they have a purpose. Their purpose is bigger than sitting on a panel and throwing out, well, maybe she fell down the well, or maybe she wandered off, or maybe she was taken, or maybe this happened, or maybe that happened. Because they don't sit around thinking maybe. They get out and they get it done. Well, I'm not going to stoop to her level, Hurricane, because I'm done with it after tonight. She's the one that rage quit our conversations because she wants to leave these long fucking voice text saying, I thought you were my friend, blah, 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 blah. Why am I not your friend, Tiffany? Because I don't agree with you? Because I called you out on something? That means I'm not your friend? Okay, got it. Got it. But then again, Tiffany, you pretend to be a lot of people's friend. And when push comes to shove, you're not there. So, again, I am done. Tiffany, have your little temper tantrum, stomp your little feet, carry on like a little Oompa Loompa from the chocolate factory. Hey, Veruca, I don't care. My opinion is not going to change. And you threatening me to take my live down didn't get far, did it? Hey, Foxy Bot. Yes, she threatened me to take my earlier live down. Well, that didn't get her anywhere. So I'm going to get back to my real life. I'm going to continue to support groups like Adventures with Purpose that actually go out and solve crimes and help find missing loved ones. And I'm not going to concern myself with whether they make money or not off of it, because I don't concern myself with the detective. Thank you, Foxybot. That may solve the next crime in my town and how much money he makes. So just because you have a hard on, Tiffany, with the fact that this company, this group of men, made some money in order to continue the good work that they do. Hey, critters. And you want to ask them to show you what they've made, then I challenge them to ask you to show everybody what you've made while drawing in super chats, while sitting on panels, doing nothing but speculating and calling out people that's in the midst of a tragedy. So maybe when you do that, Tiff, maybe they'll bow down to you and show you their paychecks. I doubt it. I doubt it. Now, Tiffany, I want you to get a good night's sleep tonight because I know how this shit keeps you awake. But I can promise you that I have bigger things going on in my life than to worry about whether you're pissy or not. Because in the last few months, you haven't really done a live that you're not pissy about. So thank you, folks, for coming in. Thank you for supporting my stream. I am Team AWP. I appreciate the fact that they brought her home. I appreciate the fact that they brought 23 others that might have never had answers home. And I don't think you can put a price tag on that. So you guys have a good night, and I will see you around the tubes, guys. Tiffers, settle down. It's not that big a deal, baby.